Hi guys, I think politicians and law enforcement have for many decades now been scratching their heads trying to come up with a way to deal with the far right. Some methods have worked and some have not. However, the problem has been that it's more and more difficult in a social media age, where you don't need organizations with structures to spend time putting together a protest. It can all be formulated online, where people who loosely support some sort of position just turn up. This is extremely problematic for the government. Now, one commentator I was listening to recently perhaps has found a solution, that is to provide a counter-narrative to the ones the far right is pushing. But in order for it to stick, you need a charismatic figure who's trusted. Here Mick Lynch from the RMT provided one such counter-narrative.
We've had a message over the last few years in our disputes in Britain. We refuse to be poor. We refuse to be divided. We won't let these people get amongst us and cause us to hate each other. We love each other because we are the working people and we will come through.
Well said. Now, is this the antidote to the likes of Nigel Farage and Tommy Robinson? Because when Keir Starmer talks about immigration, talks about the thuggery, he talks about working class people, he talks about the far right, it doesn't resonate with ordinary people in the same way that when Mick Lynch speaks, it resonates with working people. Because he represents working people. He represents a trade union. He's the head of the RMT. He's been on TV a number of times challenging politicians, holding them to account, talking about not just issues that affect his members in the railway union, but also wider issues like racism and poverty. He has challenged politicians on both sides of the political spectrum. And once again, he's somebody from a working class background who's representing working class people. And I think this is what we need. We need somebody like Mick. I don't know if Mick Lynch has the time. He's a busy man. He already has a full-time job. But it would be great to have somebody like Mick Lynch to challenge Farage, challenge Tommy Robinson, challenge the far right. Because if there isn't somebody on the other side, they will be given free rein. They'll be able to say whatever the hell they want and they'll go unchallenged. You know, the police can do what they can. Politicians like the Prime Minister, his hands are tied in a certain sense. He's about policy. But when he speaks, it doesn't have the same impact as somebody like Mick Lynch does. So I think we need somebody who's going to stand up to them. Stand up to Farage's and Tommy Robinson's and others like that. Because if there isn't, it's just going to continue to fester. They will attack him, of course. If Mick Lynch becomes the standard bearer, they will attack him on every issue, or they will threaten him and his family perhaps. But somebody needs to do it, because if it's not done, you know who's going to win. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.